The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces being led by members of Foxhound. They are demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You will have two mission objectives.
1.
First, you're to rescue
Preserve the
Darba
monkey's
Chief-
honor. 2. Defeat Liquid Snake. I'm gonna try to finish this tonight, everybody, and save the Diaper Chief. Turns out I'm the Diaper Chief. Welcome to the stream. Gonna start with Metal Gear Solid Twin Snake, and then we're gonna do Everspace 2, which is in early access, and it looks really good. Should be fun. If only I could find another game about snakes. Compare it with Metal Gear Solid. I guess, what's that snake game on the Switch? Snake Pass. And then there's just plain Snake. Alright. So, last time on Metal Gear, we defeated Vulcan Raven. And I shot some people in the face. And that's about it. I was up here already. Nothing up here. I could have sworn there was like an underground bathroom over here somewhere, but I think I was wrong. Also, in gooder news, my Speed Luigi avatar was fixed up to be even better, and I have a version 2.0 version that I can use. So I have 2 Speed Luigis. One I'll save for a future stream, but I can control the tongue with great accuracy. So that's gonna be very good. Yeah. Why does the water look so weird? I mean, it's one way to do water, I suppose. It's Jell-O. Banana water? I kind of really want banana water after talking about it last night. There we go. So did anyone see that, that video from Crobecat about Cyberpunk? So I'm gonna be real about that video. I thought it was entertaining. Oof. Even if it did pick and choose like specific kind of things, like even if it was like kind of out of context here and there, it really misleading somewhat, but the truth is the fact that you can get that many glitches in that short amount of time is kind of astounding. I mean, myself included, first-hand experience. You saw the first day I played the game, I had a video that was just a glitch compilation. But yeah, Crobecat does that, like, for everything. But it was a highly entertaining video with some very interesting glitches. I say that as someone who enjoys glitches. But yeah, no, there's definitely things that I wish were in that game. that, like, I didn't even know they advertised some of that stuff.
Snake, it's me.
Crazy.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear. But it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, no mechanics. It's too quiet.
There's a couple guards.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys. And besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course.
Just big butts.
But there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep. That describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Snake, I'm in! That's Otacon in a nutshell. But, I was gonna say, though, just about Cyberpunk, one more thing. I didn't follow the development. I wasn't buying into the hype. In fact, playing the game with low expectations probably improves the experience for me. So...
Who is that? Enemy sighted. Request.
But I'll be streaming another Cyberpunk episode at some point. We'll talk more about it then, but... Yeah, there's just a thing that I saw today that I wanted to bring up. I thought would be interesting, but we'll talk about it like tomorrow or whenever.
Encountered the enemy.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I've never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay. Keep trying.
They'll never see me if I crawl on the ground like a snake. Chat is still in slow mode. One of my mods take care of that?
There?
Okay, it's better now. Thank you. I have an idea, chat.
Return to your positions. Tighten security.
It worked. Where did I go? I don't know. It's like my character just disappeared from the game world. It's really weird. Damn it. Oh, the footsteps.
Is there somebody there? Who is that? Enemy sighted. Requesting.
Fuck. I love seeing the guards interact with each other. Again, this was really good stuff for its time. I mean, it's not as good as Metal Gear Solid 3, but... Not much is. That game is really fun to fuck around with. Just remember, in Metal Gear Solid 2, ice melts in real time. Wow.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
Haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one up until now?
Because of the missile's rocket propulsion system. It would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Because of that?
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections.
What?
Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
It would push back the signing of the START 3 treaty. If word gets out about this weapon, it'd cause a whole world of trouble.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested. Only simulated.
You mean with VR experiments?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No. Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead.
Dummy
Once
warhead.
they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So, you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
So, that's actually kind of a terrifying prospect. And, when I was younger, it scared me. I mean, it's still scary, the idea of this weapon that's not picked up by radar and all that, but my cousin convinced me the sun was going to burn out as like, a way to scare the shit out of me. And then, not the club cousin, and then I was like, yeah, but the sun's gonna burn out in like, you know, billion years or millions of years. And he was like, no, it's happening quick. Soon there will be no more sun. We have to walk around in spacesuits. I was like, no. And then I didn't really, believe him. He told me root beer they were gonna stop making root beer, which was on the same level of severity as the sun burning out. He said root beer was going to be discontinued, and I was really upset about that too.
Snake.
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
That's part of it. Arms Tech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That, plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like they were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Yeah, Chad, I was really young when I found out about this stuff. And so it scared the hell out of me. You know, I was like 25 years old. Crazy. But then because of the sun burning out and me not believing that anymore because of very good reasons. Because like, of course the sun's gonna burn out, but not that soon. Then he told me about nukes and how like Russia had nukes pointed at the US. And then I remember going to see Ghostbusters 2 at the movie theater, like right around the time he told me that. So anyway, I didn't enjoy Ghostbusters 2. But he was right, he wasn't wrong. I mean, he liked to fuck around with me, but in that case he was telling the truth. So nukes did scare me, but I didn't really believe him after a little while. Like, it took me some time and I was like, oh, he lied about other stuff. Root beer's still being made, so nukes aren't real. They were real. Why? Why?
I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No. There's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss? Liquid.
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Galukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India...
CNTBT, huh?
I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about the new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion. All for money.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye.
Steak isn't very stealthy.
Tech president, so it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either, perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with amphetamine and adrenaline levels in the blood. They deployed a product still in development into live combat. No surprise it was unreliable. They must have been desperate.
In any case,
Look at
have you
Snake's
heard from
arm.
your
He's so
friend
bad at
Colonel
this.
Sergei Golukovich at Spetsnaz yet?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He is a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? That Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
Maybe so, but he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we joined forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale.
He controlled
An alliance
everyone?
with the Russians would boost that as well.
Like Palpatine?
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here. It's going to be a long war.
We could still escape.
We have the new nuclear power, and we're going to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? Fighting the whole world? From here, we can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar and totally immune to interception. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
But boss, what about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, you can call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
Boss, you're not worried about the PAL
I
being
can't believe
overridden?
Snake is this bad
If
at
the
this.
code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
His arm wasn't just sticking out in the original, right?
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They finished
was?
inputting
Oh,
PAL
okay.
codes. So, how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see, the override system that the President was talking about, it can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
You need the keys for input. 3 of them.
But I only have the one. Where are the others?
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah.
Thunk.
The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. You
Chat,
input
Snake
the
is using
keys
his
in
inside
order
voice,
from
it's fine.
left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system, and it's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
We have to disable Metal Gear, chat.
Who's that?
It's a good thing the key is made of indestructible alloy.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
I thought it was a force field. No, it's glass. It is bulletproof glass. Have you never heard of this? Seriously. Occurred. No. Heard. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, he can jump on a missile. He can jump on a missile, he can do backflips, but he can't fall down, I don't know, 45 feet. Alright, that is a bit of a drop, let's be honest here. So let me call my support system. Deep Throat? No. Alright, let me call, Merrill? No. Let me call Master Miller?
You lost the card key? Hurry up and find it. They've already entered the detonation code.
I screwed up, I skipped the dialogue, sorry.
You lost the
Here we go.
card key? Hurry up and find it. They've already entered the detonation code. If you use the mine detector, you should be able to find the key, even if it fell into the drainage ditch. Whatever you do, find that key.
See, Master Miller is a good friend and he picks up my phone calls. Merrill and Deep Throat. These clowns. They don't want to have anything to do with Snake. We're gonna use the mine D. This water is freezing. Time bomb. I'm gonna eat some, like, dried meat and salted nuts, and that'll get my health back up.
Find that card key.
Use your mine detector. Otacon, I'm cold.
The terrorists are finished inputting the detonation codes. The only way to stop the launch now is to re-input the detonation codes to lock the detonation mechanism. You need that card key to do it. Find that card key, Snake. There's no other way.
Snake, you can survive in the cold for up to 5 minutes. Chat, there's like a thing here. You see it? Is that above me? I don't think that's the thing. Snake, when you're in freezing cold water for a long time, they will shrivel. Now, you don't want raisins. So, get out of there and warm yourself up. Snake, the human scrotum gets close to the body when it needs warmth, but further away when it's too warm. Master Miller, why are you telling me this? I'm a survival expert, Snake. This is what I do. Hello, Snakio.
Enemy sight.
A little dramatic. Trust me, Snake, having worked in Alaska, I know all about the cold. In fact, it's quite cold here on Shadow Moses Island. There on Shadow Moses Island. I just love that, like, ultra stealthy moment with Snake's arm. Like, this dude is the most stealthy, the most secret, the most professional infiltrator of all time. And the dude's arm is just sticking out. Legendary soldier, Solid Snake. So they were busy. Liquid and, Ocelot, they were a little busy. Vinny, there's a quick way to heat and cool the key. Do you want to know how? I do. I don't know how to do it, but I'd like to know how.
Number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2.
There are hot and
Freeze the
cold
key.
pipes. So usually, chat, in the original, you'd have to go to where Vulcan Raven was. And that would get you to the spot where you could cool down the key enough that you can turn it into its other shape. And then, for the hot key, you have to go all the way to the blast furnace area, and that takes a while. The hot key, what's the hot key? On the right side of this room, near the 3rd floor, you can sidle along the wall and find a pipe. Where? But you'll miss the Naomi plot point? Will I actually miss the plot point if I do it like that? Can I just skip, like, the one thing? The furnace, maybe? Like, can I, or is the Naomi plot point at the furnace? That's the furnace. Furnace elevator. God damn it. I mean, we are playing this game for the story, are we? Well, partially. That and my really good gameplay. So I'd like to get the codec. There's a lot of times I try to take a shot and then I accidentally exit first person mode because the Z button doesn't absorb pressure properly. Vinny, I looked it up, you still get the codec call with the cheese method. God damn it. Most of chat is saying that you get half of it or not all of it. God damn it. Just save before you do the cheese, and if it reload if it doesn't work. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I don't really love this part of the game. This is the only part of the game that kind of sucks, is the backtracking.
You called, Snake? In China they say, the snake, knowing itself, strikes swiftly. It means that if you have confidence that what you're doing is part of your true nature, there should be no hesitation. I don't know whether your orders are in your true nature or not, but, Snake, believe in yourself.
Now that's a good analogy because the character's name is Snake. Not played by Kurt Russell, but played by Snake. It's like the end of Final Fantasy VI, where it says Kapusi, played by Gao. Or, Locke, played by Locke. So, this pipe... This pipe is where, chat? Use the thermal? Not helping. You need to drop down and grab a ledge below the scaffolding. So maybe where that soldier dropped down dead earlier? I was that guy that dropped down dead. Vinny, did you hear they're gonna stop making root beer? Are you serious? I can't believe it. This is a really crusty video. This is a really, really crusty video. But I got it. I see. What if my cousin inadvertently led to, like, severe trust issues later in life? Thank you, cousin. Not the club cousin, never the club cousin. Like, every time I see root beer, I think back to that moment. How do you do that?
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
That's where it is, chat. What do I have to hold the button, though, so I can grab the ledge? Someone said that's okay. I heard that root beer is insidious. Just like the Federation. Press it when you fall, not hold. So maybe button mash? I don't even know this was in the goddamn game. Yeah, that'll do it. Wow. I can't believe they added this. Yes. Just, you know, waiting for that Naomi call. It'll warm up faster if you keep it equipped. Oh, because it's, like, on your body. So Snake's body heat.
Ow, ow.
Alright.
PAL code number 2 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 3.
Okay, there goes PAL code number 2. Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
Well, this is good for speedruns. Snake! Otacon calls Snake. I know how to warm the key, Snake! Here, let me take the key for a couple minutes. Vinny, your Otacon voice is spot on. Oh, no, it's not. Thank you. That was very nice of you to say, but no. Oh, wrong one. Eh. Alright, now... I'm hoping we get that phone call. Well, there it is. Good timing.
Snake, It's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called fox dye?
No. Fox dye? Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently fox dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages toward the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So, it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Is that all you think about?
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Yeah, Colonel's definitely... He's got this. He's not hidden anything from Snake before. Otacon. I'm beginning to think I only have one friend here. Really, Snake? Who's that? Well... Master Miller. He's always been there for me. But Snake... I peed my pants for you! Well, he's like my brother, Otacon.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know anything. My parents' face is my name. The name and ID I have now I just bought. But the reason why I study genetics, that was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox.
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He is everything to me. The only proof I have of my existence. Of my existence as an individual.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who's he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. But then he and my brother went back to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes, that's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments.
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterward, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me.
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. Naomi, tell me something.
About Foxdie? Foxdie is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Foxdie contains smart enzymes, created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
Apparently this is real, according to chat.
Cause a heart attack.
Like this can happen.
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide?
It's like the tackle mechanic.
Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Foxdie.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Foxdie as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that... No. That's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing that I wanted to tell you was, Snake...
Hey! What are you doing?
Snake...
Well, that seemed like vital information.
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Foxdie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
That's all I'm good for, huh?
I can't really blame Dr. Naomi. I feel sorry for her. Ever since I was a little kid, I always hated my first name.
Hal, isn't it?
Yeah. My father was a big fan of science fiction movies. That's how I got stuck with it. But I'm not a computer. I'm human.
No, you're
My
not.
grandfather taking
I mean,
part in
look at the
Manhattan
codec.
Project. My father being born on the day of the Hiroshima bomb. I hated every part of that. My name, my father, my grandfather. It felt like all those things were a ball and chain around my legs, dragging me down. But now that I think about it, I realize I was blessed. At least it proves that I was born, that I live. But Dr. Naomi
Huey
didn't even
sucks.
know who her parents were, what her real name was. She must have been a very lonely little girl.
Otacon.
Sorry, Snake. I guess right now you should focus on re-inputting those PAL codes.
Otacon's got some wisdom, chat. You know who else has wisdom?
So Naomi used Fox Die to take her revenge on you.
Yeah, but she said she wasn't the one who made the decision to use it. According to her, it was just one part of this operation.
If this goes all the way up to Campbell, it might not be so easy to get that vaccine. Oh well, forget about it.
Nastasha, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you know anything about Fox Die and the real nature of this operation?
Can't help it.
I have not been told anything about that.
That's funny. The Colonel said almost exactly the same thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound sarcastic. I believe you.
I just have to see what each of the portraits look like with Taco Gorilla. Alright, chat, here we go. I'm glad we got all of that without me having to backtrack, by the way. That's some good storyline.
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated. Ready for launch.
No! Why? I deactivated it.
Did you though, Snake? Did you really?
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
Was I played like a fiddle?
About?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when I decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
Well, for starters, I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. We thought we'd get the info from you, but there was Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
Why is Master Miller doing this?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Are you Deep Throat?
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Poor fool.
I like
Who
the
are
delivery
you
in the original
anyway?
better of that line.
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come to where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days.
Also, what a shitty
I
death
didn't
for
know
Miller.
because my
God damn,
codec
I
link
liked
with
Miller.
Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid, how the...
You've served your
glorious
purpose.
mane.
You may die now.
Honestly, I didn't see that coming when I first played this game. That was a pretty fucked up moment as a kid. I was like, oh, Miller! Sorry if I gave it away by having many japes about it, if anyone didn't know. But I tried not to explicitly say what was going on. I don't remember how to do this.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
I can't. Wait. Bulletproof? Is it also rocket proof? Yes, it bounced right off.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
I believe the rocket just bounced off. We need to... What the fuck? What the fuck? Huh?
A dud. Liquid!
I mean, it's Alaska. Why are you taking your shirt off?
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. You performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
A prawn!
What?
A shrimp?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us, so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged along with bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Dye.
Fox Dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
Yeah, why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye.
Yeah, okay.
But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
brothers!
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all of the old man's dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children.
Cursed
The only
genes.
reason I exist is so they could create you.
So you're saying I'm the dominant one?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born?
Yes?
But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss.
Apparently this isn't very
What kind
scientifical,
of
by the way.
love?
Ha! Love? It's hate. His choosing me, knowingly, to be the inferior one? For this, I want revenge. You don't even understand this. You, who could kill your own real father. You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you. Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes.
Shoot now. Shoot now. Too late.
You missed your last chance. You'll regret that forever.
No, you had a chance right there. He was available to shoot.
Snake! Come! Kneel down and sacrifice yourself to this historic weapon! Consider it an honor! A gift from your brother!
Now!
You shall bear witness to the demon weapon that will drag the world
Into the 21st century!
I like this movie.
It's moving. But how do I stop it?
Well, we can shoot it to start. Yeah, if Snake never came into that room, this wouldn't be happening. Snake was used. So if Snake just stayed home, none of this would have happened. If Snake was in the room where they recruited him, and he was just like, no, I won't go. Would have been better off. Address the crotch gun. It's smart design, honestly. Like, sure, it's a little strange, but it's very smart design. gonna stand here for a second and call my friend Otacon.
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors.
Right now,
connected to a
Liquid is in
high-tech
VR
interface
chat,
used for the controls.
staring in a mirror
It's completely self-enclosed
as an anime
and shut
girl.
off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes.
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah. Try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So will that stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh, great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it will open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. More like a weakness. People and weapons just aren't very appealing without a weakness of some kind. Don't you think?
I guess so. I owe you
I mean, sure. I wonder if Master Miller's gonna pick up. Damn. I feel like this is a lot easier than the original version, and even though this is on hard mode. I remember struggling with this 2 years ago. Easier to get your bearings in this. I mean, yeah, the frame rates are a little higher too, and you know, I mean, I'm using an analog stick, and I feel like it also just takes less hits.
Damn!
Also, you can dodge. That's true.
Nice try, Snake!
Snake has ninja flipped out of every other situation, even sometimes pointlessly. But here, he's just like, whatever.
Hurry! Get away! Gray Fox. A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you
Yakko!
hell!
I love this little arm cannon that he has. He's been playing a lot of Metroid. It's fine, chat. He's a ninja. And he's cybernetically enhanced.
Why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. Oh, I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood, to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now,
It's
she
just
thinks
plot
of
twist
me
after
as
plot
her
twist.
brother. Fox. Outwardly, we may have seemed like contented brother and sister, but every time I looked into her eyes, I trembled with fear. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat.
I don't want that present.
Fox!
Someone in chat wanted to know, is this too extra? Yeah and no. I mean, it is cybernetically enhanced ninja. So. Oof. I mean, I accept more of this.
We don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds,
We use Royal Harriers! Fox!
how strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal!
Super fighting robot. Mega Man. That model appeared to be glitching out slightly from a distance.
He destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
Now, fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
I think I had to do this a couple times in my original playthrough.
It's no good. I can't do it. Die. It's no good. I can't do it. It's no good. I can't do it. No, neither truly alive. I can't shoot. I can't do it. Undying shadow in a world of light. No, but soon, I can't do it. Soon it will finally end. No, I can't do it. Die! Fox!
I like how Metal Gear has toenails.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least, I always fought for what I believed in.
Talons, anchors, I know. Claws, it's fine.
Farewell.
Pulp.
Foolish man!
That is deeply uncomfortable.
When death is entreated,
Oof, yeah, I don't like looking
the
at that.
battle is decided.
I don't like thinking about that.
You see? You can't protect anyone! Not even yourself!
Be pretty fucking cool if I could use that right about now. You have to play Metal Gear VR missions for that.
Die!
I see
Oh, they're loud. Loud quid snake.
you!
Stop locking onto the crotch. Must eat frozen bananas. Alright. I don't know why they're frozen. They're dried bananas. Now's not the time to crawl, Snake. Loud ass scream.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
Why does it scream? I don't know, for impact. Picard body launch. Yeah, pretty much. It wishes to find another Metal Gear Rex so that they can make little Metal Gear Rexes.
Sleeping late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die. As long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
Now everyone just plays Call of Duty.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be.
War.
We're
War
losing our
has changed.
place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do.
Spurn.
After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft.
I don't know if $1 billion is all that much these days.
Conflict shall breed conflict. New hatreds will arise, and our own biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't that reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing, that's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
Cool clip.
There is a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called.
What if you don't kill anyone?
It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method. Rubber baby buggy
They
bumpers.
fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octopus.
Tuplets.
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So, it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same
real?
DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally.
This game was just whatever Kojima read in the news
With the Human Genome
that
Project
week.
in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted using gene therapy into the members of the Next Generation Special Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
They are misshapen creatures, artificially produced from Father's genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices?
Contribute, Snake.
Human experiments. Huh? 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to pesticides and radiation from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by
I think the cutscenes are broken.
First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical, biological weapons.
Whoa.
The poison gas detection units, and anti-sarin injections.
Whoa!
Were all just to cover up the secret genetic experiments.
So the so-called Gulf babies that have been reported by Gulf
Chat, I don't know
War
what's
veterans
happening.
are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
I'm sorry that
So
happened.
the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success?
Scratched
Don't
game
be
disc.
a fool. They're a complete failure. We're on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
My God.
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry.
The music.
The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you.
Have you ever heard of the grassy knoll?
That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why?
Genes.
Because it increases the chances that shared genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then, I'm going to go beyond, in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Liquid. Listen, dude.
Look
Stop.
behind you.
Relax.
Meryl?
This whole time.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl?
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name?
I have a name.
No. We have no past, no future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what is determined in the genes we inherited from our father.
Let Meryl go.
My name is Cutler.
As soon as we finished our business, We're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me!
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
That's a good word. AWACS?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may be only a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure?
See, even Colonel.
It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty.
Abraham Lincoln!
This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Hausman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left.
Nope.
I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
The President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone!
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left.
Wow, what an
before the
asshole.
bomb.
Oh, there's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike.
No, I want to see them become friends.
You stole everything from me. I shall nullify you and your genes, and I will take them all back. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
Yeah, chat, I don't know what he's talking about anymore. My eyes are glazing over at this point.
This will be the time limit for our final battle. When death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
I don't think Liquid fully knows what he's talking about. I think he was misled by Facebook.
And if you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you.
Maybe. We're not sure if gravity is real on the flat Earth. Snake.
How about you, Snake?
So yeah, I remember struggling with this quite a bit in my last playthrough. Maybe it's a little different in Twin Snakes, I don't really remember. I got his dog tag. That was like a Harrison Ford punch. Okay, time to run. Oh yeah, the combat looks dumb as hell, but the idea of it was really cool. When the game came out on the PS1, like the final battle, you know, between the two Snake brothers fighting shirtless atop Metal Gear while the things burn around them. It was cool as fuck. It still is. It's just watching the fight like take place in the gameplay. It's kind of funny. Yep, first try. That music was rather unfortunate. What if Liquid is the next DLC? In Smash. I don't think it would be different enough, honestly. Then you could have shirtless Liquid fight shirtless Sephiroth.
Snake!
Yeah, it's weird. Solid Snake doesn't have nipples, but Mario does.
Meryl.
Snake? Is that you?
Questionable. That model is questionably
Thank
Snake,
God.
but sure.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, you must have been terrible.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
See, I
Fighting
couldn't let Meryl
made me feel closer to you.
die. I had
felt
to do
like
the
you were
right
there with
descending.
me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl.
And based on, like, this, I don't want to even talk about the future of the series. Like, MGS4 specifically, you know? Are we gonna defuse the bomb, Snake?
That's my codec.
Snake, it's me. It looks like you stopped Rex.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right! You saved her, man! Good job!
Yeah,
I
man.
got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
Someone just
A way
called
out?
Otacon Octoblock.
Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No, it's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know? Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks. Oh, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Character arcs all over the place.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where is Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah, and I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Chat, they held hands a moment ago.
Snake.
That's pretty rough. We can't have that on Twitch.
Meryl. It started.
I don't think they should do close-ups of these models.
Must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Oh man. Winks at the camera.
It's that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
What are you looking for? Oh, well, there you go.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up!
Liquid just ripped it off him and then threw it over there. No, no, we're going to have a shirtless fight. It is a cool suit. With the bandana completing it.
Looking good, Snake.
I just don't like the face model in this game, in Twin Snakes.
Hurry!
I think Solid Snake maybe looked best in the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 2. And then I like the way Metal Gear Solid 3 looks overall. Maybe the best. I mean, obviously the graphics in 4 are good too, but you know what I mean. I just like those designs.
Oh no, no key.
Hey, we should probably hurry up.
Snake, get started. Get in. Fire that machine gun with the button. Shoot him, Snake.
Oh boy. Loads of fun. There's so much fun right now, chat. You have no idea. I mean, I do like the action escape sequence. I'm just saying it's like, you know, you get shot, you have to readjust. It kind of blows, but yeah. Oh, right, barrels. Right. Barrels of fun, chat. Barrels of fun. I forgot about that entirely.
It's a checkpoint, Snake.
Here they come!
You'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
We got 8 minutes, Meryl. We'll be alright.
It's a checkpoint, Snake.
Here they come!
You'll never make it. Snake, shoot him.
Not yet, Snake!
He's got my FAMAS.
It's not over yet! Liquid!
You would think the easier thing to do... Well, first of all, I'm shooting liquid in the head with bullets. So realism's already thrown out the window, so never mind. But I was gonna say, I could just shoot the wheels. Just, like, blow the tires out. Someone in chat said, looks like WarioWare won't be happening tonight, Snake! I assume last time I played Metal Gear Solid, WarioWare Gold was out, and I was streaming that alongside Metal Gear. Interesting.
Look, Snake, daylight!
More like Never Space 2, brother!
We're gonna crash!
Thank you, chat member, for that line. Wow, game got really loud. That's just straight up Matrix. No pretense. No attempt to hide it. That was Matrix through and through. Oh, this reminds me of my favorite scene from Indiana Jones movies, where Shia LaBeouf is hanging from the vines with the monkeys and then does fencing on the car.
Meryl, are you okay? Damn. Snake. Snake! Fox? Die.
Classic. Classic scene. He's alive, just like out of sheer like spite and hatred. I know there was more Liquid stuff later, but it's just, I like Liquid as a villain.
Don't say it, Snake.
And it sucks. He only got really one game.
What happened to the air raid?
But I can also appreciate...
No stealth bombers in sight.
I can also appreciate that he only got one game, like truly. And he wasn't like
Snake,
12 sequels of Liquid versus Solid.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there.
What, like across the ocean?
DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither.
Guess we're going to
I better
Anchorage.
show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter waiting for you at the Fox Islands.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay. Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said she wants to talk to you face-to-face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi?
I heard about my brother.
Fox, no, Frank wanted to tell you something. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. My brother was already dying. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar land, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I going to go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Yeah, I know. I know, chat. Also, that whole live snake deal, I liked better.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code.
Voice acting was better from
Inscribed
Naomi in
into
the
their
original.
genes. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live.
I do like this. I like the message here.
Snake.
I enjoyed it. Back
Whether
then,
you've
still
been
do.
programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm gonna choose life too.
Well, canonically, Otacon lives. This is the
Until
correct
today,
ending.
I've always looked for a reason to live.
No nukes. Otacon's fine.
But from now on, I'm going to just live.
I mean, I will show you the Otacon ending as well.
Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future.
I always get this
Loving
confused
each
with
other,
Resident Evil 4.
Teaching each new generation. Then the world can change.
Like, I kept thinking Snake was out on a jet ski in
finally
the middle of the
realized
ocean.
The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or a reminder of the first time we met?
Yeah, that's the infinite
how to
ammo.
live.
Huh?
Bandana.
Until today, I've lived only for myself. My survival instinct that tells me not to die. That's all the motive I've had in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you.
Until Metal Gear Solid 2,
Maybe
of
that's
course.
the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name is David.
Okay, so where to, Dave?
Damn right,
I think it's
David
time we
Hayter
look
is
for a new
Snake.
path in life.
A new path?
Kiefer. My
new
name is
purpose.
Kiefer.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
Hey, what are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
Master Miller taught him this stuff.
For us, too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
It's nice, isn't it? Being alive.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
Good for them. Good for them. It's corny, but you know what? Again, it really did feel like a movie back in the day. In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. Total destructive power amounted to 1 million times that of the Hiroshima A-bomb. January 1993, START 2 was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,000 to 3,500 each. The year 2007. However, as of 2003, there still exist more than 20,000 nuclear warheads in the world. However, there is a post-credit thing, and then we'll check out the Otacon ending. This is good music. Glad they decided not to get rid of this. Yeah, I mean, I was happy with this game at the time. It was like, alright, yeah, I got to play a better graphics Metal Gear Solid, even if it is, like, silly. It's not the best remake by any means, but it's kind of different enough that it's kind of cool to go through it and check it out. I know I was being a little hard on the voice acting at times, but some of it is genuinely really, really good. I just feel like some of the choices were a little weird, and maybe they didn't have the same level of direction. But the thing that really bothers me the most is the music. Some of the stuff they took out was so good, and they replaced it with like really generic shit. The Matrix cutscenes, having watched it again with a stream, like with all of you, it was great because it was funny, and we could make fun of it and enjoy it that way. But Kojima apparently wanted it like that. Like I know the series has a reputation for being over the top, and even the first one had many over the top moments and unrealistic shit. It just gets really crazy with the cutscenes in this one. Not more so than Vamp, necessarily. But at least, you know, at least it's fun. Most people just reject this remake outright, but I think it's worth checking out, especially if you like the Metal Gear Solid 2 gameplay. But that was hard mode, and I fucked up the stealth. If you're good with Metal Gear games, then you will play this game, and you will complete it no problem on hard mode. So you probably want to unlock those higher difficulties for some real challenge. Are you going to discuss the retranslation? I don't know anything about it. Would you say this is similar to the 90s Star Wars Special Edition? Not really. I think that actually kind of... it's not that bad. It's mostly intact here. Also, Alaska is fucking beautiful. Even in crusty, like, awful GameCube video mode. Vinny, I missed the rest of Twin Snakes. How's my favorite character, Master Miller, doing? He's good. He's alright. Mission complete. Snake is gonna go back and have a beer with Master. And they're gonna chill and talk about Alaska and caribou and shit. Deep Throat? Well, he's doing what he loves best. You know? Inseminating information. But, yeah, I still love the game. The older I get, the more games have done different things and have gone more cinematic. The more I look back at this and I'm like, yeah, it's on the nose. It's very specifically like cheesy action at times, but it's still fun to watch. It's still fun to watch the story unfold and hear the voice acting, and I still like the story. I like the twists too. It's just the right amount of Metal Gear bullshittery. Like, to me, I love Metal Gear Solid 2 for different reasons. But between this one and 3, they feel grounded in a way that is still a little absurd. More than a little. But very enjoyably so. That's my kind of Metal Gear story. Those two in particular. But Metal Gear Solid 2 is fun to try to understand, even if you can't. I've tried. I think I get it sometimes. Like I said, I kind of didn't like the game when I first came out. I liked it, but I didn't like it enough to replay it, and I replayed the original, like, a lot. So Metal Gear Solid 2 was cool, but it didn't really win me over the same way the first one did. But I like it a lot better now, as I'm older.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes.
Oh man, why the video gotta be like this?
The type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks to the vaccine. Yes, those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, there are no other records. They've all been deleted from the base's computer. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes. Yes. Liquid is dead. The inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Of course, the other one thinks so too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. Yes.
Interesting
Yes,
little
sir.
reference there.
No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus.
Wow.
What should I do about the woman?
Gaseous.
Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Well, that was a hell of a setup for Metal Gear Solid 2. Codename Jackal. I'll take it. In fact, I was thinking about streaming the game Jackal from Konami at some point soon. So that's perfect. It's better than soft, like, what animal? Capybara? No, those things don't give a fuck. Soft sea otter. Soft badger. Soft mongoose. But yeah, 115 enemies killed. I alert mode 39 times. I played like poop. I don't know if anyone wants to go to that link. You got the camera and the bandana, so now I can... Was the bandana spelled with 2 N's? Is that correct? In my mind, 1 N is the correct bandana. Or am I thinking of banana? It can be spelled either way. Oh, okay. But yeah, now I can do a different game mode. So there's like a bunch of like extras here too. Here's my one photo, chat. Rat. You got boss rush, previous operations. Just tells you the story of everything. Demo theater, dog tag viewer. But yeah, you want to see the Otacon. Watch the mission briefing on the title screen. They actually animated it for this. Well, wasn't it kind of?
It's been a long time.
Oh, right,
Snake.
right. I gotcha. Yeah, I've seen this already in the past.
You were behind this, Colonel.
Snake, straight to the point as always.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you, but we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Yeah, originally he was totally nude.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter, the unit's chief medic, an expert in gene therapy.
And about to give you fox dye.
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. About 5 hours ago, an island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago called Shadow Moses Island was occupied by Special Ops soldiers.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound.
How long is this chat?
They presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Like 8 minutes, right?
Nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Oh, it's like 30 minutes.
Nuclear weapon?
Okay, we're
Now
good here,
you
chat.
understand how serious the situation is. You have two objectives. First, infiltrate the nuclear weapons disposal facility and rescue the two hostages. They are DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and Kenneth Baker, president of Armstech.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Alright, well, I still enjoyed this playthrough a lot. This was cool, but I want to show you the ending for Otacon, just so you get an idea of what is different. And if you want to watch that briefing, it's all on YouTube. It's just, like, a lot. Yeah, it's like 30 minutes. Damn. So here we go. Just downloading 9 seconds, and then we'll take a look. So when you submit to the torture, sadly, Meryl dies in the end. This is not the canonical ending. Oh! Here we go.
Otacon, are you okay?
I guess so.
Otacon, can you move?
It's no use. I can't move.
They're both canonical. Snake starts MGS2 with the camo and then ends it with the bandana. True. But yeah, they both live.
Snake. Snake!
It could be Otacon's camo that he gave him later. I mean, yeah, there's who knows. You missed the Merrill death. Watch that.
Die.
To be continued in just a second. Do you want to see 6 minutes of Merrill dying and Otacon talking? These videos are going to be very crusty because many were uploaded 10 years ago. Like, I actually can't find a non-crustified version of this. Skim the stuff we've already seen. I'll try to do that, but... here, let's see if this video... Oh god, this is 360p. What's this one? This one... HD cutscenes. This one's good. This one will work.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't think about it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Okay, so you get the call.
Colonel.
Ling.
Some peace.
Colonel.
Science and technology are fine, but... What about...
It's been the only thing...
Whole life is tethered to the future.
Here we go.
Loving each other, teaching each new generation, then the world can change. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Until today, I've only lived for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
I'll show you the scene. We're just gonna see this out of order.
What about now?
I want to enjoy life. I really do. How about you, Otacon?
Me? I feel like a new man.
So what are you gonna do? Continue your research?
No. Science and technology are fine, but humans are my interest now.
Sounds good.
The whole reason I got into science in the first place was because I was no good with people. I was scared of them. I was scared of life. I thought that I could never understand them because they're so illogical. But I've finally learned how to like people. There's no reason for me to be afraid anymore.
You and I are more alike than I thought.
I'm no wolf, but I'm not gonna just stand on the sidelines anymore. I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not gonna hide anymore.
You're giving up your stealth camo?
Huh?
I didn't say that,
yeah.
Snake, no!
You can have it. So, this is where we say goodbye to our loves as well. Want me to drive?
No thanks. I'd rather do it myself.
No problem. Where to, Snake?
My real name is David Otacon.
I'm Hal, Dave.
Oh, that's right. Hal. Hal and Dave. That's a good one.
It's 2001 Space Odyssey.
Maybe we should take
Dave
a trip
Bowman.
to Jupiter.
So,
Perfect.
where are you going, Dave?
I think it's time for me to look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
I want to watch 2001 with Snake.
I'll find it. I know I'll find it.
And Otacon. That's fine. I just, like, canonically, Snake has watched 2001 A Space Odyssey. I wonder what that was like. Oh my god, I don't get this shit. What the fuck? Or, oh my god, I know what it means. There's a scene that I skipped by accident that chat wants to see, which is Otacon falling down the hill.
Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
It just keeps falling. Oh wow, he's eating some serious shit.
I'm gonna choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live.
That's good. Chat, there is also the scene where Meryl dies. I don't really want to watch that. I know it's kind of lame to say that, but I don't think I want to see that. Because we just ended with a nice, happy, positive note of Otacon falling down the hill. And I'm good. I'm good on that. Here's what I can tell you. Type Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes HD Cutscenes Part 25 Otacon Ending. It's a 17-minute, 35-second video, and the first couple minutes are dedicated to Meryl fucking dying, which I do not want to see. I don't want to end on that note. So if you really want to see what it looks like, you can watch that. Play Otacon falling again after Meryl dies. Well, no, I'm good. I'll tell you what, though. You can watch it during the BRB if you want. I also want to play Everspace. But yeah, I mean, now I've streamed this, and there's some Metal Gear left that I could stream. I'm not going to stream Portable Ops. I would consider streaming Metal Gear 2. Not Solid 2, but Metal Gear 2. And I would consider streaming, not Acid. I don't want to play that. But I would play, Metal Gear Game Boy Color, maybe. So those are ones that I'd consider. And that's about it. But it's a great series. There's a lot of lore. It's fun to go into it. And every now and then, like, I go down the Metal Gear rabbit hole and I just read up about it and watch videos. And it's like, wow, this is stupid. And I love every minute of it. So, Vinny, play Metal Gear Solid 4, please. It's so good. So, okay, for anyone who's wondering, I appreciate you joining, by the way, if you don't usually watch my streams or whatever, but I've streamed Metal Gear Solid, the original on PlayStation, MGS2, MGS3, 4, and Phantom Pain, and those are all on the Full Sauce channel on YouTube. So you can just, like, you could Google that. You can check that out. And Peace Walker, most of Peace Walker. So, you know, that stuff is all available to watch, and you can get my first-time reaction to Metal Gear 4 and 3. So, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, because it's just great to return to this stuff every now and then. And, man, I want more Solid Snake stuff. I really do. I know that seems pretty... I don't know, it seems kind of, far-fetched these days, because Kojima is not with Konami, and if Konami does it, you know, what are they even doing anymore with games, right? We got Metal Gear Survive, which was... There's no Snake in that. But, I mean, I could see more remakes down the pipeline. That could probably happen one day if you know, the gods will it. And not just Pachinko. But, yeah, I don't know. I would prefer maybe just let sleep, you know, let it sleep. Like the Master Sword in the Forest. And, if we're not going to get good Metal Gear, I'd rather not get Metal Gear at all. So... Everybody, thank you for watching. Stick around. I'm going to check out Everspace 2 for a little bit. Be back in just a couple minutes.